In just a few more months, my son will be going to college too. At that point, the only child still at home will be me. And Yogi, who's 3, but technically for a lizard, he's actually a young adult. Honestly, it's hard to believe my kids have become young adults themselves. They grew up much faster than I ever imagined when my daughter was born 20 years ago. That's the thing. When you're immersed in the experience of being a parent from day to day, it's hard to grasp how quickly the childhood years actually pass. But being mindful of that fact is deeply important, because the more mindful you are of how quickly time is passing, the more fully you can make the most of each day. And that enables you to nurture your children's bilingual ability more effectively and create a richer relationship with your kids. So today I want to emphasize this idea that time is passing more quickly than we imagine. Like my newborn daughter, who's suddenly 20 years old. And I want to do this in a surprising way, to help you really feel the point I'm trying to make. But the surprise is at the end of this video, so you'll need to keep watching for this to pay off. It's not a long video though, and I think the surprise will be worth the wait. So to make my point, I'd like to share a few journal entries from a little 6-year-old girl written years ago when she was in 1st grade in Japanese primary school. Each journal entry actually covers 2 or 3 pages in the notebook, but I'll simply show you the first page and offer an English translation of the whole thing, okay? Mud. I played in the mud with Yumiya and Humiya and Eiji. We got some big rocks and made a path to walk across the stream. Yumiya was walking on the rocks, but she fell into the water. We all laughed. After that, we went into the stream barefoot and we saw a frog. We followed the frog and the mud was gooey. Then the frog croaked. It was so funny. Mother. I'm home, I said as I opened the front door. My mother was pumping her sewing machine with her foot. Welcome back, she said, still pumping away. Now do your homework. I started reading to her in a loud voice. You made a mistake, she said. How annoying, I thought. She wasn't even looking at the book. How could she know? Cloud. I rode the bus home with Mayumi. When I was on the bus, I looked out the window at the sky and saw a cloud that looked like a rabbit. Then I closed my eyes and everything was dark. I couldn't see anything. When I opened my eyes again and looked back at the cloud, the rabbit's head was cut off. Errand. I was watching TV and my father said, "Go buy some cigarettes for me." He gave me some money and I left for the shop, running and walking and skipping. When I was crossing the street, I saw Chikara-sensei. I passed him and said, "Sayonara." When I got to the shop, I went in, but nobody was there. "Hello, is anybody here?" I said, but nobody came out. And I felt sad. Then I turned around and went back home. Now, before I get flamed in the comments below for sending my 6-year-old daughter to the store to buy cigarettes for me, let me clarify that I didn't actually make that request. In fact, I've never been a smoker in my life. The truth is, my daughter didn't even write these journal entries. Yes, they're real and they were written by a 6-year-old girl. But they were written long before my daughter was even born. The 6-year-old girl that I was referring to is my wife. She kept this journal during her days as a 1st grader in Japan 50 years ago. Last week you were a 4-year-old girl dashing away from your mother's grasp. And this week you're a 40-year-old mother chasing after your fleeing 4-year-old daughter. Is raising a child with good bilingual ability important to you? If it is, if it's truly important to you, then I urge you to heed this fundamental fact of life and make the most of every new day before the years rapidly flash by. Maintain the key mindset that progress is a process of day-to-day efforts. And the more proactive you can be each day to the degree that's realistic for you, the more progress you'll produce over the years of childhood. And if you're not moving forward in the way you want, don't just sit there spinning your wheels. Take action today by booking a free strategy call with me. I'll be happy to discuss your situation with you and offer some initial advice and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and please subscribe to this channel for more surprising videos on raising bilingual children.